Yo, what's up guys? Mark here. We're back with another vid on this new channel, Studying Japanese with Mark. Today is something that's could be useful for beginners and advanced learners of Japanese, and it's on a very important part of speaking Japanese. If you want to come off like a native speaker or someone who speaks fluent Japanese, it's a very important part. It's called Aizuchi. And Aizuchi means it describes in a language that you're showing someone that you're listening. So in English it's called back channeling. It's like the linguistics term. But yeah, it's like showing someone you're listening. So when you listen to someone talk to you, you're like, uh-huh, oh, okay, oh, yeah, oh, really, oh, no way, that's crazy. So stuff like that. Stuff to show people you're listening. So in Japanese, this is also a very important skill. Many different words to show people that you're listening. So in Japanese, things like height. So like if you're speaking polite Japanese with someone, you're gonna be saying height.
今日リハーサルだったんだけど、
そうですね。
はい、なかなかいい感じに仕上がってきました。12月19日土曜日に、我々のセカンド配信ライブ、横須クリスマスが、
just like to let them know that you're listening. And then the casual form of that is like un, like that. And in Japanese compared to English, there's way more like like a lot more like like a lot of that is a big part of Aizuchi in Japanese, letting people know you're listening. It's a huge part. So I met a Japanese person online using HelloTalk, and he lived in Atlanta, so I ended up going to meet him, and he was okay with me filming a little bit, so I'm gonna show y'all what I mean by Aizuchi, the back channeling, like what Japanese people, how they do it. Alright, let's see this little interview I did with this friend I made the other day. カレッジのフットボールは見る？
見るな。まあ働いてるから生では見られへんけど、試合結果はフォローはしてる感じ。
なるほどね。僕カレッジフットボールが好き。
どこファン？
普通に見るのが好き。熱いマッチを見るのが好きっていう。
確かに。
そこまで知らないなんかチームとか。
アラバマが強すぎて。
アラバマ確かに。アラバマとか LSU とかもね。
強すぎて。やばい。あれは強すぎてやばい。確かに NFL よりまあ楽しいかな。どうなの？カレッジフットボールの方が。
俺は熱いマッチの方が多い気がする。
まあ確かに。
なんかすごいなんか盛り上がるマッチが多かったね。なんか去年見始めた。だから全然何も知らないけど、ただ見るのが好き。Yeah, so there's a lot of like, is like, okay, and then also 確かに。確かに means like, true. True is kind of like slang in English, but it's like, 確かに。俺は熱いマッチの方が多い気がする。
まあ確かに。
なんかすごいなんか盛り上がる。Like, true. Japanese people use that a lot. 確かに. Yeah, I remember I ate dango there. They had dango like fresh maybe. And I burnt the shit out of my tongue. Like, I think it was very fresh, hot. They put in the sauce. And I ate it. It was good though.
団子でやけどって聞いたことなかったけど。
そうなんだ。
そんなに熱いんや。
いや、結構熱かった。ソース作りたてだったから。ソースに。So me and Koto are speaking like casual Japanese, just cause he speaks like a different dialect, so I told him to speak his dialect because I wanted to see if I understand. But yeah, so all this is like casual speech. Yeah, so a lot of like sounanda is like okay, sounanda. That's what you say. Kind of like a little bit different from tasukani, but sounanda. And then sounanda means a lot of times when you didn't know something. Sounanda is when you don't know something. Tasukani is when you know something. Tasukani, like true because you know it. Sounanda is you didn't know it. sounanda. Same thing with a lot of times is because it's like some new information. And then also naruhodo means I see. Naruhodo ne. You put ne on the end, naruhodo ne. It's like I see, naruhodo ne. And then there's sounano, meaning, oh really? そうなの? Like that's a common pair. Because you didn't know it, so it's, そうなの? そうなの? Like, oh no way, oh really? If someone says something like that, you gotta say 本当に hontoni meaning like really as well. Like, oh really? Hontoni? Hontoni? Like I said, this is all casual speech though. All of these have their own like formal versions. So something like そうなんだ, そうなんだ meaning you say そうなんですね, そうなんですね. Same thing with the ですね in the last video. This is always polite. So そうなんですね, そうなんですね. It's like そうなんだ. No polite version. It's like it's the polite version of そうなんだ. 本当に? Could be 本当ですか? 本当ですか? That is the polite version. なるほど? なるほどね. You could say なるほどですね. なるほど is still, you could use polite or casual. But all of that could be casual or it's just like a response to something. In Japanese, this is something that kind of surprised me when I was studying like years when I was a beginner. And it's that like when something's really surprising, Japanese people go So is like kind of chill, like but if like it's really surprising,
これ無料？
そうよ。
やば。
お前それいらないっつったよお前。
やだ、もうダメだ。何言ってんだ俺。
ちょっと待って。三遊デート帰り母乳が出てます。
デートが帰ってきたら母乳が出てる。
it's like, wow. So yeah, when Japanese people speak, I think compared to English, there's definitely more Aizuchi back channeling, like especially with the humming, like all of it, it's like that is very, very, very like most Japanese conversations. That's how it is. A lot of back channeling to let the people know that you're talking. Also, one thing I want to mention is like if you're on the phone with someone, a lot of times and you're just speaking casual. If you're speaking casual, it's like hi. そうなんですか? Hi. But and if it's casual, it's like and if you stop doing that and you were doing it before, it sounds like you cut off, you know? It sounds like you're not on the phone with them anymore. They'll be like, いるの? Like it sounds like because they don't know that you're listening anymore, because that's how you're showing them that you're listening, because you're doing all this back channeling. So that's another interesting thing about Japanese. I feel like you definitely do a lot of that. So like if you're on the phone and you stop doing it, it sounds like you cut off or like the connection's bad or something. And just a refresher from the last video, we talked about I adjectives that end in I, like atsui and kawaii. Another adjective is toi meaning far. And we also learned na, like it gives it a little bit of emotion. So atsui na, kawaii na. So when I was talking to Kota, his name, so I was talking about going like commuting to school. Kota said, やっぱ遠いな。
そうだから車で運転して丸太まででここのドラベルのステーションに止めてでドラベルからアトランタまで行った。
遠いな。
遠いよね。1時間ぐらいかかったから。
遠いな。
遠いな。
It's like, oh wow, that's far. So that's today's adjective. Today's I adjective, just adding on to last week. Toi. Alright, that was today's lesson on Japanese Aizuchi. Yeah, it might have been all over the place, but hopefully y'all got a better understanding of the back channeling Japanese people will do, the Aizuchi. Because even if you're a beginner or if you're advanced, this will only help. I'm gonna keep pumping out these Japanese lessons. It's gonna range from, I'm gonna have like hard videos and beginner videos. I'm gonna put them in playlists. So it'll be like hard, intermediate, beginner, all of that. But they're not gonna come out like beginner, intermediate. They're gonna come out kind of random, but the playlist, they'll be in order. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!